Marge appeared in front of Homer wearing a sexy nightgown, but Homer's mind was entirely on work. Marge actively leaned in to kiss him, yet Homer looked distracted. Before long, he had actually fallen asleep.
Tomorrow, my love.
On the second night, Homer was still complaining about work. To help him feel more awake, Marge took off her clothes, but what Homer saw was just Carl making him work.
Leave me alone, you two!
That night, Homer came home from work. He felt very sorry for having neglected Marge recently. He had booked an ultra-romantic hotel for Saturday, and this time he vowed to make it up to her properly. Although his weekly workload was heavy, it didn't stop Homer from fully dedicating himself. Marge had even brought toys to add some fun. She was ready, and Homer intended to play with her until they were completely exhausted. But at that moment, Homer's phone rang. He didn't want to answer, but it kept ringing, so he had to pick it up. Carl had been invited to Paris for a nuclear energy exhibition and instructed Homer to book the hotel and plane tickets. Soon, Homer had to pack and leave. Marge was very upset. Their most intimate moment that week had been when Marge helped Homer iron his clothes. This time, Homer's business trip would last a whole week, and he couldn't avoid it.
Go, go, go!
Marge flew into a rage and threw a hammer directly, but unexpectedly, it hit Flanders.
Diddly.
At this time, Homer and Carl were sitting on a plane to Paris. As the manager of a nuclear plant, Carl did nothing himself. He even needed Homer to feed him. After landing, the two immediately attended the nuclear exhibition. After the exhibition, Carl fell in love with the place. He didn't want to go back and even considered extending his trip, but Homer had to return to Marge. Carl even tried to threaten Homer with work to make him stay, but in the end, he ran off with a woman. Homer missed Marge terribly. He saw street-side bread and imagined it was Marge. Even the windmills along the road reminded him of her. Homer immediately notified Carl that he had returned to Springfield. He didn't care about work anymore. To enjoy some peace, he even threw his phone into an airport trash can. Meanwhile, Marge started flirting with Flanders. To express her apology, Marge invited the Flanders family for dinner. But Bart and Lisa had to go out last minute, leaving only Marge and Flanders. They cooked together in the kitchen, and when Flanders washed vegetables, water accidentally splashed onto both of them. The water revealed Flanders' abs clearly. Marge couldn't resist the temptation, and neither could Flanders. They slowly drew closer to each other, but at that critical moment, the microwave rang.
Saved by the bell from eternity in hell.
After dinner, Marge served strawberries with cream as dessert. Flanders accidentally got cream on his mustache, and Marge quickly wiped it off for him. They moved closer to each other again, but when Marge saw her wedding photo, she suddenly realized she still had feelings for Homer. At that moment, Flanders was about to leave. Their embrace was caught by Homer.
My wife and my worst friend. Could it be?